Welcome everyone to another Results Now webinar. This is Jeff Herring, your host, broadcasting live from our international virtual studios here north of Atlanta, Georgia. This, hey Delbert, is a 31 and done webinar. What does that mean? That means we will be in and out, done with this training in 31 minutes or less. People have been asking me this week, since I've been doing a series of them for the gratitude series, why don't more people do these, Jeff? And the real answer, folks, is because they can't. They haven't gone deep enough into their niche to be able to deliver great stuff in just a little bit of time. So, I don't think things need to last 2 and 3 hours. Let's get right down to it. So our topic today is create your info products and the marketing to promote them fast. You like it that way, huh, Wendy? 31 and done? I like it too. Maybe I'll try for 21 and done. Set a new record. We have sponsors for our show as usual, except this time there's 3. Usually we have 2. This time there's 3. The Custom Content Wizard is the first sponsor, and that means there will be an offer at the end of the show, only if I deliver on all my promises, and I will check with you. Now, I don't want you to feel obligated or pressured to buy. However, if I do deliver on all my promises, I want you to feel obligated to yourself to get this thing, because it makes life so much easier. Second sponsor is Be Rich, Give, Serve, Love, organization I'm a part of here locally in Atlanta. This is our season where we raise money, raise food, raise all kinds of stuff. We're talking millions of dollars, every penny of which goes to people that otherwise couldn't eat, wouldn't be clothed, wouldn't get medical attention, wouldn't have roofs over their heads. We do cool things like we'll meet with we're partnered with 150 service organizations around the area, around the world. And we'll meet with them and say, okay, what do you need to be successful next year? Well, we need this position, but we don't have the money. Okay, we'll fund it for 2 years. Do you know how cool that is to be able to say how great that feels? The reason I'm telling you this, and the reason Be Rich is a sponsor, is a portion of everything I earn on webinars goes to that organization, because it just feels so good. It's not about getting rich, it's about realizing that we are and doing it well. So later on, when you invest in yourself with the Wizard, those of you that haven't, you'll also be helping people eat. Kind of cool. And then the Gratitude Series 2015.com. That's where you can get all the replays and sign up for the last one we have tomorrow at 4 and 7, talking about the 5 power pillars that when you master them, you can pretty much write your ticket online. Okay, so a quick poll here. Going to do a couple of questions, this one and another one, to help me tailor this 31 and done for you. Have you already purchased the Custom Content Wizard? I'm going to pop up this poll here for you. And you have 3 possible answers. Yes, and I love it. No, not yet. And haven't heard about it yet. All right, here comes the voting. Appreciate it. About 41% in. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Lots of you have. Very, very good. Smart cookies out there. Give you 5 more seconds to vote. 3, 2, 1. Poll is closed. Wow, actually round numbers. 75% of you have it and love it. 25% of you do not have it. And none of you haven't heard about it. So that's good. How about that for a double negative? Everyone's heard about it. That means our marketing is working. You 25%, going to be talking specifically to you at the end, because you need to give this to yourself as a present. Because, oh my goodness, as you're about to see, it makes life so much easier. Now, hide the results and move forward. Here's what we're going to cover. The hard, slow way to create information products, the easy, fast way demo, how to create your info products, and the marketing to promote them in 1 day or less. Then I'm going to give you a quick genius tip, walk you through your next success steps while I continue to teach you, and of course, much, much more. So, over here in the Q&A, please let me know what's your biggest question or concern about creating and selling info products. What gets in the way? A lot of people usually say time. Here's how do you choose what product to do first? Other things in life, no one sees them. We'll fix that in a minute, Andrew. What's needed? Great questions, guys. You guys are going to love designing it. Mark says, Wendy, what product to sell? How extensive should they be? Good question, Joan. How big, or do you do a series? Always think, what's next, Stephanie? Think about series. All right, we'll answer those questions as we go forward here and show you how to do this. Now, here's the hard, slow way. This is a graphic of with a thumbs down like this guy over here. Hard, the price, the time, look, staring at a blank screen. How many modules? It's frustrating. What do I do? It is hard when you haven't done it for the first time. How many of you have never created an information product? Give me a yes in the Q&A. Say yes if you've never created one. Eric, Stephanie, Nellie, Wendy, Lynn, Sam. Been a long time. Joe, not all the way through. Loretta. All right. Would it be okay if I showed you how to do it and you got your first one done before the end of the year? Hope that'd be okay, because here we go. Here's the easy way. I'm going to walk you through a demo, okay, and show you how to do this the easy way. And demo with the custom content wizard exactly how to do this. Now, as many of you know, there's 39 questions you go through. We make it really easy for you kids. The first one is your name, okay? You ought to be able to get that one right. That always reassures me at the beginning of a test in school. At least I can get that one right. The rest are questions designed to pull your expertise out of you around your topic. And the interesting thing about going through these questions is you end up a better expert after answering them in about 15 or 20 minutes than you were when you started. So, got all those done already. But just to show you, what's the biggest result people want? What are some of the fears, mistakes, myths, tips, all kinds of things in there. All right, so after you're done, you hit build, and it creates this. Now, you can get your documents in text, DOCX, or PPTX for Mac or PC. To get the webinar and product creation templates, you go here to PPTX. You can go to Docs and get all the other ones, including Kindle book templates, which is really cool. Excuse me, I've been talking a lot today. So what you do, you scroll down here to the bottom, and there are 3 webinar templates: Beginner's Guide, Avoid Trouble, and Get Into Action. All right, so I'm going to show you how it takes the questions you answer and turns them into webinars, okay? PowerPoint templates that you can turn into a webinar with just a little bit of tweaking. And what I suggest, here's how you create a $97 info product in a day, okay? Start with the Beginner's Guide. That's Module 1. Avoiding Trouble is Module 2. And Getting Into Action is Module 3, okay? There is your 3-module info product, okay? That can easily sell for $97, 3 video modules, along with whatever checklist you want to add, bonuses, that kind of thing. So let's look at the Beginner's Guide to show you exactly how to do this. You guys ready? You want to see exactly how to do this? Yay or nay in the Q&A, please? Yes, 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 yay. Okay, so we've clicked Beginner's Guide. You hit Build. You save it. Demo. And then you click View. Okay? I'm going to bring this over here from another screen. Resize it for my screen here. All right, so what you see, you got to come up with a webinar title, presented by, and look, it's got what you'll cover, the bullet points already. The Beginning Online Entrepreneur's Guide to Content Creation Success. The 3 biggest myths, critical tips, big mistakes, and advanced content creation tips. This is for the Beginner's Guide, okay? So, there's your first 2 slides. Whoops. Now it gives you a cover slide. Step 1, one of the biggest mistakes is believing they can do it, okay? They don't believe they can do it. So these prompts here are something that you can keep there, or you can put in other text. Now, you could just do it this way, reading this into while you do the webinar. Now, I got a bonus tip coming for you at the end about doing this. Is going to blow you away. But for now, so you could just say, okay, the step is believing they can do it, the first step. Why is that important? Here is the best way to create any kind of content, folks. A question and a prompt. This step is important because if you don't believe you can do it, you're not going to be able to do it. Okay? So you need to try it at least once to see that you can do it. What's the top tip tool for this step? Best tip I can give you for getting started is to use templates. Okay, so you just talk it through while you're on the webinar. The next step is creating their first content. The next step is creating content daily. Here's the 3 biggest myths about content creation. You guys see how it's already laid out for you? All you've got to do is talk. Okay, myth number 1 is you have to be a great writer. This really hurts you when you're starting out because you don't have to be a great writer, and it really hurts you because it keeps you stuck. The reality is all you got to do is be able to take the expertise in your head and plug it in to templates, answer a few questions, and your content gets produced for you. Okay, so right now I'm creating an information product, right? Let's go to here, the 3 biggest mistakes. Mistake number 2, you don't create enough content. The mistake here is to just create a little bit, thinking it's going to bring the world to your door. It's a mistake because if you build it, they will come was a great line in a movie, but it doesn't work for marketing. What you need to do instead is create content on a regular basis. I call it DRGRs, Daily Revenue Generating Rituals. My first 2 every day are to create some content and ship it, publish it. Okay? You see what I'm doing there? I'm just talking from the slides. And you can do the same thing because your slides are already created. You're just filling them out as you go through. Advanced content creation tips everybody needs to know. And then you'll talk about hot tips and topics, give some tools and resources, review what was covered, some final thoughts, and the call to action. This is where you would have a link to whatever you're selling. Okay? If you're selling something generically from a webinar, or even in an information product, you can sell something while you're giving that content. Okay, so there's module 1, folks, for you. Let's do module 2. Here's module 2. Oh, wait a minute, that popped up the old one. Let's try that again. Avoid trouble, build, demo 2, save, view. Well, for some reason, it's given the same content, but what it should do is give you all the big mistakes to avoid. Oh no, I'm sorry, it did do the right thing. I was misreading. Okay, so you got your webinar title. Whew, that was a little scary. Okay, the 3 biggest myths, 3 biggest mistakes, the biggest problems that stop most online entrepreneurs dead in their tracks, the 3 fears, and 3 questions all online entrepreneurs should ask but don't. Think about this in your niche. Whatever your niche is, it's creating these slides and the content for you. You come in and just answer these questions while you talk. Listen to me. To create an information product, you could leave this right here because everybody's asking the same thing. Why is it not true? And you just talk about it. Okay? What is the mistake? Well, here's a mistake. It's a mistake because here's what you do instead. You just talk it through. These are your bullet points, folks. All you got to do is talk it through and record it. The questions you should ask. How can I get traffic with my content? How can I build my list with my content? How do I create products with my content? And then again, the hot tips, tools and resources, what we covered, final thoughts, and a call to action. You're talking about anywhere between a 30-minute to 45-minute to 60-minute module there as you talk it through. Okay, so there was module 2. And then get into action. Let's do module 3. If he can spell demo. All right, here we go. And module 3. Fundamentals every online entrepreneur needs to know without the pain and advanced tips. So let's go down to advanced tips. Look at all that's already created for you. You just talk it through. Advanced content creation tips every online entrepreneur needs to know. And yeah, there's a couple places where I need to tweak this a little bit, but not much. Okay. Advanced tip number 1, keep a working list of ideas. This is a great tip because this way you don't ever run out of ideas. Keep them on a sheet of paper, keep them on your computer. You've got ideas when you need to go get them. Okay. Now, when you need to write content and can't come up with something, you just go to your list of ideas, pull one out, boom. No more writer's block. Advanced tip number 2, repurposing your content. Every single one of us has been taught or told, not been taught, we've been told to work harder instead of smarter, right? No one ever taught us how. Repurposing is how, okay? Take the existing content you have and use it in a bunch of different ways. And then advanced tip number 3 is create info products with your content. Heck, I'm showing you guys how to do that right now in this webinar, right? Taking your content, running it through the wizard, and it produces this PowerPoint here. Can you use these as webinars to sell something else? Sure. But since they're longer sets of PowerPoint slides, why not turn it into 3 modules? Okay? Now, your product, your information product, folks, does not have to be the be-all, end-all, all-inclusive thing that was ever written about your topic. Okay? You can do it in pieces. It's called topic slicing. Write that phrase down, topic slicing. And when you topic slice, you can create an information product around each one of those slices of your topic. I could do an entire information product around titling things, and probably should, probably will, and on and on. Okay, so let me go to you guys in the chat here. Are you getting it? Yeah, the PowerPoint's editable. Janice, watch. Okay, so you would just fill out because your content becomes your info product. So yeah, totally editable. You can come over here and insert graphics like we like to do. Grab my anatomically incorrect albino smurfs, put them down here. So yeah, totally editable. You can move this around. I'm just showing you the easy way. You just answer these questions while you talk. But you can put anything in there, tweak it, and totally editable. And again, there's your hot tips and trends, tools and resources, reviewing what you covered, final thoughts that lead to your call to action. If you want to make an offer at the end of the program, what I would suggest, if you're doing a 3-module information product, the first module, no offers whatsoever. The second module, you talk about the next step, but don't offer it. The third module, you offer whatever the next step is, the next information product. Okay? So, could you put video in there too, Janice? To my knowledge, you can't slip video into PowerPoint yet. Usually when I got to show a video, I will just go to a different page and show that video. So let me ask you this. Are you guys getting ideas about how you could, about the title or the topic to create your 3-module, $97 info product? How do you schedule the modules? Is there a number of days between presentation? There could be, Loretta. And in just a minute, in the bonus tip, in the Genius tip, I'm going to show you or answer that question in depth and show you something really cool you could do. But you could absolutely do 3 days in a row. You could do 1 day a week, or you could create it all and then deliver it to folks. Okay, I have a strategy I want to show you at the end that beats all that to heck. Eric, Margaret, Joan, Janice, Sam, and Wendy all say yes and absolutely. Okay, so there's your 3-module info product, $97. Okay, don't save. Now, how you gonna market this thing? Well, every one of these 21 templates creates a PowerPoint that could be a short video to advertise or to promote your new info product. Every one of these articles, okay? You want to give somebody, you want to bust a myth about your particular topic, you'd come here with the same data that created the information product, okay? Here's a whole list of, actually, I hit the wrong button. These are all content idea starters that you can use for engagement on Facebook. What are the most common content creation problems online entrepreneurs face? As they're answering questions and you respond to them, you can mention your product. Let me go back here. And let's say we're going to do some popular fears. Okay? Or rears. Okay, fear number 1, writer's block. And so you just create an article or blog post or a series of blog posts around one of those topics about what your information product focuses on, and you use these to promote your product. Now, I said in a day or less, okay? Let's say each one of those modules took 45 minutes to record. You can do that 3 times in a day, couldn't you? Put it all together, sell the thing. No, the 3 modules are the information product, Melvin. You missed the beginning. Those 3 modules are the $97 product. Take those 3 modules, those 3 long webinars, turn each one into a video module, and boom, you're there. Is there a way, Margaret, is there a way to look at the list of questions in CCW before going into it? Yeah, let me show you how to do that. Okay, let's say you wanted to look at all the questions before. We'll go all the way back here. Here, I'll just start off new. Let's say I want to do a new one, and I want to see all the questions. But if you don't put anything there, you can't go forward. So what do? You just click a letter, and it's a placeholder. And it lets you go forward, right? So now we're at question 6, Margaret, and you're able to look at the questions, review them, and maybe have them in your head in advance. It's a great way to do it. But that's a little bit beyond the scope of this call, the sales funnel and how to get paid. You got to have, PayPal or something like that. And the sales funnel part is you send people to the sales page with these articles and these videos. And once they opt in for one of those videos, if they don't buy, they get follow-up email. The easiest way to record the modules, I would use GoToWebinar, Joan. And you don't even have to have anybody there. You can just set up a GoToWebinar and speak it. Okay? Paul, how do you get the text, docs, and PowerPoint icons to show in the custom content wizard choice bar at the top? You just, I closed this out, but once you save it, those come up. They'll be right there for you, okay? Yeah, Joan, you already have info products. You just haven't put them together that way. Good call. All right. So that's the fast, easy way. And I showed you how to do the marketing. Okay? Now think about it this way. You've created your info product. Use the exact same wizard and the exact same output from answering those questions. Create 5 articles, 5 videos, social media updates. You can even do 5 smaller webinars to sell your information product and 5 infographics, all pointing to that product. But that's part of the sales funnel, is using the wizard to create these pieces of promo, all inviting people to come buy the product. I love webinars, as you know. Easiest way to sell stuff, the place where most people buy stuff, because they get to see it demonstrated like this. So you can do it the hard, slow way, or you could use the custom content wizard. So everybody knows you got to have information products, right? And you got to market them, but you really can't afford to do it without the wizard. Now, let me show you what you're going to get. All the templates in text, doc, PowerPoint. It works in Mac or PC. You'll get 64 content idea starters, 145 content title templates. If you only got that, it's more than worth it. But listen to the bonuses we're going to give you as I continue to teach you stuff here, because we've still got the Genius Tip coming up. The first bonus is webinar training that's already done. All these bonus webinar trainings are there in your members area to consume right away. How to outsource all your content creation needs for just $5. Okay? So the other bonus, second bonus, limitless blog and Facebook content. Pre-done project files for different topics. Our 5 to 10 minute content promo plan that we use. All of that together. That's not including the 3 product creation templates and the 3 Kindle book templates. 30-day guarantee. All the risks on us. Okay. Now, it's worth a whole lot more than this. And if you go to the website at customcontentwizard.com, you'll see that it's there for $197. Okay. We're doing it for $97 at that link, customcontentwizardspecial.com. The 19% of you that are on this webinar when I took the poll that don't have this, I want you over there now. Okay? Give yourself this gift, because it makes things as easy as I just showed you. I'm typing this into the chat so that you don't even have to put it in your browser. Custom content. This is when it's really important to spell well. wizardspecial.com. Here it comes. Somebody check that, make sure I spelled it right, and it does take you there. Okay? Because you can get started now building your information products, building your Kindle books, and all the marketing around it. Wendy, if you've already got the wizard, okay, the link's working great. Thanks, Tim and Paul. Wendy, if you've already got the wizard, the way you get the upgrades, because the 3 webinar product creation templates and the 3 Kindle templates are upgrades. And yes, you get the upgrades once you're in. Wendy, just re-download the software, and those will come with it when you re-download. Here's your Genius Tip. Some of you are asking about, how often do you space these apart if you're doing them live for folks? You can do 1 a week. That's a good pace. Some people do a couple in a week. Just kind of test it and see what your niche likes. The backstage pass strategy, Genius Tip. Let me tell you what that is. Here's how I create all my information products, and I recommend that you do too. Don't put it together and then try to sell it to somebody. Okay? Do a webinar or send out an email and ask about interest in that topic. If you get interest, say, okay, when this information product is done, it's going to sell for $497. Right now, it's going to sell you'll get a backstage pass for $97. That means you get to be there while I create it, ask your questions live, get your questions answered live, and be part of the creation of it for just $97 as a backstage pass. Later on, it's going to sell for $497 when it's complete. Doing the Backstage Pass strategy has changed people's businesses, because what you're doing when you do that, folks, in case you missed it, what you're doing when you do that, your customers, your prospects are paying you to create your information products. Okay? So let's say you're going to create one and you only get 10 people in at $97. Well, you're getting paid $970 to create your information product that you'll sell for more later. If that ain't heaven, I don't know what is. That's the way I create all my information products. So what I want you to do is get yourself over to Custom Content Wizard Special. Grab your wizard. Create your information products, and market with your articles, videos, blog posts, social media updates created with your wizard. Rinse and repeat, and create a ton of information products, all for just one payment of $97, which you'll make back the first time you sell one $97 Backstage Pass. I mean, come on, the return on investment, bada bing, bada boom. We are at the 31 mark, and I'm going to honor that. So thank you very much for hanging out with us for this quick 31 minutes. It's always appreciated, and I'm honored by it. Go get this stuff at CustomContentWizardSpecial.com. That link is in your chat box, so you don't even have to type it in. And go use this stuff, folks, because it flat out works. And we'll catch you next time.